killed about 300 to 400 of their own civilians in the kibbutzes. They put the rainfire or hellfire on them.
Absolutely.
Tankers and they use the choppers. They mold the lawn. They mold them down.
Lady, I want to ask you a question.
And this is why, on October 7th, when they first initially said it was 1,400 people that were killed, and the numbers came down because they realized, oh no, some of them were
video of such a helicopter.
No, let me just. I'm just gonna give you the example of why this is a fallacy, lady, and I'll tell you why. If that was the case, and Israel did fire directly at its own to wipe out its own, why would it have sent in hundreds of troops to look for their own people?
What 6 hours later?
Explain.
6 hours later?
It's called
misdirection.
It's called misdirection.
Why
the
military?
It's called misdirection.
Okay. But if it was the case that they wanted to kill their own people, right, and they'd been taken into Gaza,
wanted to, or had to, or decided to,
but there would be no point for the Israelis to send in troops to look for their captives. What would be the point? If they were killing their own people, why would they send in people to go and look for their own captives? It doesn't make any sense.
Of course it makes sense. It's to throw them off. What are you talking about?
Why would we release 1,000 Palestinian prisoners in exchange for 1 or 2 people? It defies logic.
Because of the pressure inside so-called Israel, because the civil.
Why wouldn't there be pressure against an
a very fair perspective, lady. You see, when I talk about these things,
one mic on Alan. Hey, Alan.
Welcome, Alan.
Good evening, my dear lady. You know, I am so far away from all of this animosity and violence. I live in London, but I would just say that resistance and Soren and Palestine and Lady and anyone who is a Jew-hating anti-Semite propagandist, I hope you look in the mirror and realize how pathetic you are, and you do something about your patheticism. Maybe you go to the gym and you read a book and try to educate yourself. Cook a dinner with your wife, your spouse, your children. Get a job. Go to the park. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the nature of the universe. And you can do these things, and then you'll realize that all the lies, propaganda, misinformation, deceit and treachery that you spend your time on a social audio chit-chat app, you'll say to yourself, what have I been doing with my life? Who am I? What am I doing here? Where did I come from? Have I ever meditated? Do I ever shut up and realize that I am...
The army bombed churches also in Gaza. Not only did they bomb the churches, but they killed an innocent woman and her child coming out of the church. They sniped them. You got disgusting people like him from Europe who are Christian defending this. They killed their own. They killed Christians there. They spit on them. They concealed.
Soren, one mic on Soren.
Okay, so Hannibal directive did.
She kicked me. She kicked me.
There's no money, no honey.
No J word, no news.
Mr. Adrian, how many? The man of 1,000 profiles.
Man of Steel.
I just changed this one from Adrian to Alan because I don't know. I was just getting tired of it.
Wait. Is it Rachel in the picture as well? I mean, what's it for? I mean, it's her?
אולי זאתי בכלל אחת שאני פגשתי בקיסריה. או בחלום? לא, יש אחת בכל קלאבהאוס שפגשתי במציאות בחיי, אולץ.
English, Amos.
No, I think, is it you, Rachel?
Rachel, are you cheating on me?
I think it's this Rachel. She's the only person in all clubhouse that met me in the real life. One person met me, one Rachel.
No, it's not her.
Well, maybe she is. This is why she doesn't want to go on stage. And I suspect it might be her. No, yeah, she said no.
אתם יודעים שיש פה בקלאבהאוס חטוף.
שלומי. לא זוכר, שלומי מה? שלומי זיו, זה שחולץ מ... כן. חבר טוב שלי לפני
So Amos, I want to know how many more years to coexistence.
Listen, 2 years. This Shlomi, you have friends here. You remember Diram, Darren, Elias, Harry. Wait, they were a friend of him, Amos? You know, friend like a friend with Shuki, Amos' friend. The same type like Shuki, like all the guys in the clubhouse, and I come. They didn't catch me. Okay.
You know, I've read this. I have this book by Kahan. It's called like the Israeli Defense League, and it's not even radical. It's like it's not radical at all. It's just common sense, pragmatic. It's not even aggressive. So I don't know. I've read that book. I can't quote from it directly, but everything I read in it, none of it was extremist stuff. So I don't know who that guy was or why he died, but he didn't. I don't know. He gaslit a lot of people, I guess. But his book was pretty common sense, and he was critiquing America. Like America was backing the wrong horse and making bad decisions based on misinformation. It's like Theodore Herzl. I'll ask Jews, I'll say, was Theodore Herzl an anti Semite? They'll say, yeah, he was an anti Semite. And I'll say, have you ever read Theodore Herzl? And they'll say, yeah, a little bit, or no. He's not an anti Semite. He's not a Jew hater. The whole thing is about, it is he's 100% a Zionist, pro-Jew, pro-Jewish state. I mean, it's in the books. People don't read books. It's like people who go to restaurants and eat the menu. And they say, wow, what a delicious dinner we had. It was amazing. Let's have another menu for dessert.
So my friends, Miriam, tell them that you are my friend as a Palestinian woman. Tell them.
Salam, Amos. How's everything? Hi, Daniel.
Miriam, salam alaikum.
I'm Egyptian. I'm not Palestinian.
For him, everyone is not
Potato. Potato.
You don't know that soon Trump put all the Palestinian in Sinai, so Egyptian and Sinai and Palestinian are the same.
I don't think it will happen.
I also don't think it will happen. But there are some people who want to be.
What do you mean? He already has a deal with the King of Saudi Arabia. They're going to move him to the mega city. They're going to get 100 square miles of glass shining block to move in an indoor mall. They're going to be like, did we die and go to heaven?
The King of Jordan and Turkey said that they won't accept that. We still don't know what will exactly happen, but for now, it won't.
Don't.
I mean, I'm not like I don't think that Egypt or Jordan it's a good idea that they will accept them. I agree, but
They might be forced. That's what.
Accept them.
I don't think it's good. I think it will destabilize it. I mean, maybe Egypt not because Egypt is like 100 million people, right? So but Jordan, it will have a huge impact on Jordan, and I don't think it's good to destabilize any of those countries. However,
what do you mean destabilize? What do you think they're going to come in with boatloads of weapons?
They did it before. From Israel, and people kind of think it's like anti-Arab. When Arabs will say no, they will have to find a different excuse. So maybe it will be a good thing.
You know, people say that like Israel would never agree to allowing U.S. military to conduct an attack, in conjunction with Israel and the Gaza Strip to free the hostages. But, Trump said at Mar-a-Lago, if you don't release the hostages, all hell will break loose on, January 21st. So he's in office now. I
It
mean,
means nothing.
it means nothing. It's all
And
talk.
let's be honest. I mean, there's nothing that the U.S. Army can do. What, it will go like arms blazing and kill more Palestinians? I mean, what can they do that
Yeah,
IDF cannot?
that's exactly what they'll do.
And, I mean, well, the IDF has more intelligence and knows more about Gaza and how to treat the population than the Americans. The only thing that the Americans can do is go guns blazing and just genocide people.
Well, not genocide people, but you got to understand that liberating American hostages, if America were to be really MAGA pro-America, they would do it and they would coordinate it and they would free their hostages.
They cannot. They cannot. One of the reasons that Israel did not go into Gaza City, and there are areas that Israel did not go where the hostages are, is because if Israel would go near them, they would execute the hostages like they already did, including one American. And then this blood will be on the American hand that they will have dead hostages.
Well,
no one wants dead hostages.
I mean, this is, it's so street to street that where if America were to position a large force and say, you've got 24 hours to return the hostages or we will conduct operations to liberate our hostages, it would force their hand. I mean, America...
No, they will not. They will not. They will say, go ahead. And then they will have like dead babies, and America is a terror organization that is genociding the brown people, and they will execute, you will gain nothing.
No, I get it, but you got to understand, this is Trump 2024, 2025. Like, this is the new regime where fuck around and find out, where like things haven't even kicked off yet. Things are coordinating, like they're trying to take control of the government here in the US by removing a lot of people and taking control of the financial distribution, at the Treasury, etc. I'm just saying the military events haven't even begun. So, Trump, if he wanted to, he could do it. He could liberate American hostages tomorrow if he had the willpower to really do it.
Not the army. Maybe by declaring, for example, UNRWA as a terrorist organization, filing charges against the UN, or tell them that they will be kicked out from the pressure of the UN to kind of change their stance against terrorism, to make them comply with their own resolution 1373 regarding terrorism. That he can do. Pressure the UN, because the United States is funding, I guess, most of the UN, and UNRWA, like declares them as a terrorist organization. And anyone that is donating to them is like a terrorist supporter. This they can do. Or put pressure on like countries like Qatar, I don't know, that are assisting, not military forces. I don't think that the Americans have any leverage here with Hamas.
I mean, America isn't going to go in unless it's like a coordinated movement, because it would be like a butcher, but it's not even about the butcher. It's about it's about poker. It's about causing massive amounts of pressure where you just have to, it's like a chessboard. You have to keep causing them to.
She had a phone call.
I know, but anyways, I'm just talking to you guys. I'm just saying that like this is like a giant chessboard and it's piece by piece, and it's gonna happen. The change is now, the change is coming, and the change will keep changing. But the Palestinians they're gonna lose. They're gonna get ground down, and the quicker they get smart about it and essentially negotiate a settlement and release all hostages and demilitarize, the greater their chances of long-term survival and revival is. They have to stop what they're doing now in order to obviously more quickly regroup and thrive and demilitarize, because I know a lot of Palestinians, a lot of Palestinians. They're good people, they're nice people, but militarization and terrorism, you just have to go the peace route. You have to become like Mahatma Gandhi and become a bunch of fucking peace Muslims, apparently.
expect you. And there is a woman voice. People are more corporate. They expect you to invite people, talk to them. As an Egyptian, you can say some words in Arabic.
Hi, Habibi. Yeah.
Habibi.
I find Habibi more sexy than Habibi. Just give me a moment, عشان I'll be there.
I give you 2 moments. Do you everything? אז מה דוד, מה אתה מספר? בוא תגיד לי מאיפה אתה דוד. ניסן עמוס, עזוב. מאיפה אתה לא מדבר איתי? עיר גדולה, עיר גדולה.
Conscious when they enter an integrated field of consciousness, which is characterized by a phenomenal unity relation. Similarly, so citing Bain here, I think this might be the Bain and Chalmers paper we've talked about before. Similarly, Bain, 2007, theory of creature consciousness, which specifies whether or not an organism can be said to be phenomenally conscious, requires 2 primary components. The integrative mechanisms that generate.
Because the house of God is used, Bet is used for house of God all through Scripture, chapter 28.
Correct.
When Yaakov has his dream, he says, "This is the house of God." That Elohim. The point is that it's used interchangeably, and you're splitting
I
hairs.
understand it. Okay, so no, you're the one splitting hairs. Now listen.
No, Bet and Mikdash are synonyms. They're synonyms, and you know it. They're synonymous.
No one's arguing that. So stop.
But see, study. Hang on, Myra, and I'll give you the floor. Believe me, I will. Study. This is why I said, can I please show a couple of verses prior to Nehemiah, his time, that the temple was already there? Because I knew this was coming. Oh no. Oh no, how will you live? How are you going to make it? How are you going to make it?
To America because they have shit like guac.
Who gives a fuck?
So, does this apply to all the cars that are built in Mexico also by American companies?
Yeah, cars are going to cost $5,000 more.
What are we buying cars every day? What are we
She has
talking
8
about?
cars.
It's all financed anyway. Just pay your fucking monthly bill, you're fine.
I don't finance cars. That's fucking retarded.
Well, most cars are financed.
Why would you not finance a car? Why would you not finance a car?
Who pays cash for
Why would you not
it?
finance?
Buying a car for cash.
Fish, why would you not finance a car?
Cash for $1,200. That's one.
Yeah, okay, fine. If you're buying a new car, like a normal person, or a, newish car, you finance that bit.
Yo, buying a brand new car.
And we can still see the top of the structure, but we can't see the bottom. And then we just drive towards the structure. The structure gets, grows from the ground up. It would blow their mind,
How those objects grow.
It's all perspective, man.
I mean, fundamentally, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, it's a more profound thing than it seems, but they're not talking about that, right? You can get into all this, what are our senses and blah, 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 conversation on that, but we're never going to do that with this group.
With this group. Look at this group. Look at this whole room is a victim.
Yeah, what you trying to say, you people? You racist bastard. The earth is flat. You don't know the truth of the earth, you atheist motherfucker. You don't know the truth of the earth. You an atheist. Atheist?
I kind of like him. There's something weird about him that I like.
Well, how come people don't have every account this guy have blocked?
I do find him entertaining for like 7 seconds.
Yeah,
Don't you when you hear his voice? Ah, yes. There's the voice of reason. And he's not that dumb when you actually talk to him. He's a pretty smart guy. He's afflicted with something.
Yeah, it's like people like that are smart that I don't like interacting with. I no longer interact with them in real.
God, Lana hates me.
Truthfully, if you catch me in a moment of weakness, no one's actually stupid, right? But it's just, we have to say that when we're frustrated. But people can be intelligent and believe dumb things. But, he's an interesting case study. Even you, Brandon, too. Still love you.
Okay. The vision thing, the vision. I forget back to that. So Brandon, what in the vision? You have to tell us who told you about the vision? Who told you about it? And what did they tell you? And by the way, did they tell you that the binoculars work the same as well? You cannot bring back that aircraft 5-6 miles out.
Right, so again, man, it all comes down to what we see. Y'all have a plane about what you see? Flat Earthers have a plane about what they see.
No. Flat Earthers are not using reason about what they see. You guys are not rationalizing well. You're not being rational people. You're taking things at
That word involves ratio. That's why it's a math thing.
I mean, I will admit, I am not the best at the math when it comes to it, right? So like I said before, I gotta get back to the book.
So why don't you take our word for it when we are? Just for a little bit.
No. I'll just finish real quick, right? So the lacking of the mathematical understanding as far as breaking it down mathematically doesn't mean
Earth.
right? So as far as
Truth, Earth, math.
Conversation, the way people break it down mathematically, you would have a mathematical description of what you believe in, and there is a mathematical description that flat earthers believe in based on options that we see as far as the comparison of looking at things. So that
Is that true?
wait, Mariam, would you rather be Iraqi or Syrian?
Hi, Nabil. Rahel, please come up here.
I just want to know, do you think they do Botox or lip filler in the Gaza Strip pre-October 7th?
Adrian Dittman, what did you say to me today? Didn't you say that you wanted to marry me?
I'm just wondering, though, do you think they do lip filler or Botox in the West Bank?
Now, then?
I'm just asking a question to find out the truth of the earth by using math. It's called science. Listen, if you ever make it to Chicago, my darling, when you get to Chicago, my darling, I'll take you out on my boat and take you to the most beautiful, crystal clear, blue, sunny beach in the Chirac you've ever been.
I cannot be with a Jew, but thank you for the offer.
Why not?
You can drink a pina colada.
So don't tell your father, tell your mother.
My mom will kill me too.
Your mom and your dad will be proud that you made it to the big city to have a free lunch at the beach.
What if he's a rich Jew?
If he's a what?
I'm rich in Torah.
No, it doesn't matter. We don't care about the money.
Rabbeinu Shalom, Hashem has blessed me with a kingdom.
What if he's I'm not flirting, motherfucker. What if he's yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm telling you, they love the Palestinians. That's why it's love hate.
We hate terrorists that murder people. That's all that we hate. We love everything else except for murder, death, and chaos.
Of course he's going to forget about you, Rahel. Nobody cares about you. I'm telling you, never trust a Jew, Rahel.
Do you think the victims of October 7th, disliked peace and joy and harmony and bliss?
Oh, I thought you were Rachel Sheen. Господи Боже. Adrian Dittman, maybe next life. I don't know.
Just stay in your shitty Europe with your dirty, disgusting immigrants flooding in, taking your jobs, ruining your cities. sex
me to move to
molesting
the
you.
نبيل تعالوا هون يا نبيل.
US? Nabil is Ashuri. Do you know what Ashuri is?
Really?
Ashuri, Assyrian.
He's a close friend of definitions. People like you.
He's Assyrian, like the not Syrian, Assyrian. You know when?
Yeah, I know what he's.
Yeah, Suryoyo.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, sure, but he can't speak the language. This is so sad.
Yeah, you cannot. Are you a Syrian? Nabil.
Yeah, no, sure, in Syria.
He is Ashuri.
رجالك يا بشا.
No,
You don't like Bashar?
ليش لا؟ ليش؟
You support Al-Julani?
No, we don't support Julani.
Jolani is
Wait,
just
wait,
as
why
bad,
not?
if not worse.
Because they're
Nabil, I remember you now.
From
yes.
Al-Qaeda.
they're literally ISIS. They just rebranded their name to Tahrir al-Sham, but they're ISIS.
هيا تحرير الشام.
Yeah.
Hell.
What does it mean? Hello.
Tahrir al-Sham is like freedom of the Levant, or like a Sham, Syria.
Freedom of Syria, like freedom, like freedom of the Levant.
Hi,
like,
Arabi. Are you Egyptian?
No.
What are you?
I'm from Morocco, but my mother is from Syria.
So you're half Syrian.
Yeah.
النسوري.
Frankie, come up here. He's also he's Ashuri. Can you change your name, please?
Ashuri is like Christians, Muslims.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm an Arab.
Oh.
Mariam, what are you? Mariam,
Yeah,
what are you?
Egyptian.
Egyptian. Oh my God, Frankie, come up here and speak Suryoyo.
Please.
Shade.
Not Assyrian. I'm not Assyrian.
Like Suryoyo, Aramaic, Assyrian, it's all the same thing.
Yes, you do realize we're all the same. Like the only thing is just the different
Racist. Yes, I'm racist.
No, you guys are the same. The Chaldeans, the Assyrians, and the Syrians.
can't be racist because my mom's black.
Your mom is black?
Yes. She's Aramaic.
Are you Sicilian?
Yes. What's wrong with it? Why the fuck are you all racist?
Since when are you fucking black?
Listen, I gotta say, I think we're doing a great job at the coexistence. I think you're all doing beautifully coexisting right now. The now is all important.
Adrienne, I really love your voice, to be honest. I think you bring a lot of joy.
Joy now.
It was a long time you said Shaloyla. Can you say Shaloyla?
Raboinoi Shaloyloim.
Thank you.
In Hebrew, that means master of the universe.
Who modded me? Was it Amon?
It's only me.
Aw, Amos. Habibi. Hi, Shili.
Habibi, Habibi, hello,
Yes, of course.
Habibi, Habibi,
Loyal.
You know what I find funny? You know how Salman Momika was recently killed? Well, Muslims all over the internet. No, it's not his death that I find funny. It's not his death. What's funny is the fact that when the Muslims online have been complaining about what he did, they say, look, this man was a terrorist. He was a part of the Babylon Brigade. But just a month ago, they were celebrating Julani becoming the new leader of Syria, even though he's a former ISIS member. It's double standards. That it's just amazing double standards. Even though, like,
I just don't understand. Why can't the Palestinians accept the fact that Theodore Herzl had a vision for the restoration of Israel? You can't dispute history with propaganda and misinformation forever. You'll get bored.
I'm gonna.
Fuck your coexistence.
Damn.
Someone is out of alignment. You need to go do some hot yoga immediately.
Hot yoga?
Who said fuck your coexistence?
I don't know. I think it was that Egyptian girl. I have no clue. Hey, Shaw, how have you been?
Did she like reinterpret the word coexistence to mean fuck you or something? Did she not know what the word meant?
I don't know.
Did she just start learning American English? Amos, maybe you need to update the title to Joy, Peace Now.
Coexistence. I like it. It's my flag, coexistence. In the end, people will understand that there is no other way to live together, only coexistence. If people understand what the word means,
Well, it doesn't really mean anything. That's the problem. You have to extrapolate the additional components of the term coexistence to understand it. And most people cannot extrapolate the alternative meanings or subcomponents of the term coexistence. Bring Soren up. Soren is a fucking moron. Come up here, you low IQ dingbat.
I agree with every word you said, Ellen, but I want to say it by myself to Soren personally. I need him on the stage. He's shouting. I'll start shouting. So you have all the stage. Nobody will interfere you. So start shouting, Soren. You're shouting, and Amir's room. Why don't you shout here? We hear you.
Tell me about the Hannibal Directive. I'm going to put a link in the chat.
Who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing here? Who I am? Who I am? Or who am I? Who am I is a question for the ages. That's one we're all searching for to find out who I am, who's in there, who wants to come out and go, hey, I'm hungry. Who I am is too deep and almost, you gotta go in deep and pull out the thing, like with that movie where the thing came out of the stomach and ate up the people on that fucking spaceship. May they rest in peace. My name is Ben Sobel. Leone. Ben Soglione. I'm also known as Benny the Groin, Sammy the Schnoz, Elmer the Fudd, Tubby the Tuba, and once as Miss Phyllis Levine. But that was at a party, it was years ago. I smoked at the Tibet and I had a fucking lewd, and then suddenly I'm in fishnets and singing show tunes. These things happen, but there's nothing to do with what I'm here with you fine gentlemen today. So,
So Benny Salome, first. Benny Salome is trying to remember. Soren is Benny Salome.
Amos, do you know who that was that he played?
I know him. They shout the other room.
No, the clip he played, that was Billy Crystal.
No, I have no idea.
He's a Jewish American comedian. He's in a movie called City Slickers. It's a very funny movie.
It's Show Horman. Show Horman.
Huh?
You thought of her or not?
I'm not gonna say it, but
Why not?
what the hell? What? Hello?
Hi.
Wait, why was I hearing it echo?
I think it was
Abby, let's just move on from that.
Okay.
Just beat her up.
What do you mean?
Hey, I'm not some black bitch in Pakistan.
She's not sending it because it reminds her of me. She likes her, the way she behaves.
Yeah, because she behaves like you.
No, she doesn't. She behaves more like you. You're the one that needs money. You're like, if you don't pay me, I will not take you.
I would never say that to somebody.
Yes, you. Oh my God, I wanted to.
Deport the Mexicans. Thank you. Deport.
I was saying, when I was going to Mexico with my friend, he said, I need a rich man.
I do need a rich man.
See, I never say that.
Ryan, have you met Dr. Adams?
He's straight.
He separated from his fiance though.
Yeah, but he's straight.
I thought you were like
Ryan,
compromising.
I didn't say that. I just said he's straight.
Your voice is getting deeper while you're describing Adams' heterosexual.
Thank you. Excuse me. You guys are all out here in a bunch of fake outrage bullshit. Deport.
Are you in Huntington Beach or something with a loud mic?
No, I'm in a.
Look at Sasha's PTR. I love that PTR picture.
What is this picture, Sasha?
It's from the movie Dune. That's where he says, by the juice of Safu. Repeat it. Just keep repeating it. Repeat it over and over and over and over.
TJ, shut the fuck up.
What the hell I would do to you? Do you know that that's how Nisa Sakharov was?
It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion.
Fuck TV.
Shut up, bitch.
Bitch, shut up. Gay ass nigga.
Nigga, I am gay.
Gay ass nigga.
And you a nigga. What's your
It is by the juice of Safu that I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
All these people over here who are training like fucking little dogs don't know shit about the power of Dune and the mantra about setting their mind in motion.
It is by the will alone that I set my mind in motion.
Oh no.
It is by the juice of Safu. So, do you think you're a mentat, Sasha?
No, but I'm closer to being a real life mentat than I would say 95% of other people.
How would you know, though? Like, what diagnostics or, how could you actually measure that?
Because people are fucking idiots and they don't know how to spot patterns because they are pretty much, they pretty much specialize.
Okay, fine. I get it.
No, you don't get it.
I get it.
Everyone likes to specialize. No one's a generalist anymore. I'm as close to a polymath as a sub 120 IQ person can be, and it makes me.
But Sasha, the point is, what are you doing with your genius? Like, that's the point.
I'm building an amazing household, and I'm raising 3 fantastic children, and I'm satisfying my wife. What are you doing?
I'm asking you how you're using your genius.
And I just told you, I'm making a really good household. I'm training.
Do you have a library?
like 3 pretty good. No, that's my only failing.
Are you open to having a second wife?
Yeah, but she wouldn't be, so that's all.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's not a good.
Are you open to Ryan being your second wife? I think that was the implication.
I was asking for my friend Abby.
I don't want to.
Look, like I don't have more to give right now.
I have dice in the spoon.
But wait, Sasha, if you're a mentat and you're using the juice of safu, Sasha, please hold. If you're a genius mentat using the juice of safu to raise 3 kids and take care of a wife, my question is, what programming materials are you using in conjunction with your genius safu juice?
If you're using safu's juice, why don't you have any leftovers of your?
Why don't you record on YouTube and make 15 seconds videos?
The juice of safu.
Or short story.
Beautiful thing about the juice of safu is it's self-replenishing. If you're healthy and you eat the right diet, you exercise.
You know, you could have recorded this by now.
So wait, are you telling me I should order pizza and make myself a beer mosa?
Yes.
And skip going to the gym? If I talk to fatties all day long, will I become a fatty?
Yes.
Am I a fatty? And I just don't know
Yes.
it. Am I in denial? I gotta go to the gym, quick!
That I talked to that made me a fatty.
Oh my God, you guys are rich.
Wait, I don't have seizures. I go to the gym.
And you sleep too.
Yeah, and I sleep 8 to 9 hours a day.
Good job, me too.
You know, if you get 4 hours of sleep a day and you're high on ketamine launching rockets to Mars, you might be Elon Musk, aka Adrian Dimon.
I don't think he sleeps only 4 hours.
He sleeps 2 hours a day.
No, he doesn't. He sleeps probably 12 hours on Friday, and then he stays up for 4 days in a row.
He plays video games. Do men play video games?
Okay. I have an honest question here. I'm so curious.
Okay, spit it out.
Why is everyone sounding like white in this room?
We are all white.
We're in white passing. You just have white fragility.
You're Asian.
Days ago, and I've just been looking around, and it's N-word clubhouse. That's what it is, man.
N-word? N-word?
Or the J words.
Listen, I have a copyright on the N-word. You can't use it unless you pay me a royalty.
Niggers are the only people with this much
No,
leisure
that's
time.
fair, because YouTube gets shut down.
Yeah. What the fuck? What happened?
Go to Chatter. It's called Blacked.
All the white people are at work, Sasha.
You're right, Ryan. Aren't you?
And with their family.
No,
But then-
not
but
at
then you
all.
can't
All
even-
the white people got suspended on Snap.
You can't even raise the issue that I'm trying to raise about overrepresentation, because that's the whole thing, and then they just get angry at you, and I don't like it, because I want to trade ideas with people, but they're so fucking loud, and they don't give.
But what ideas are you looking to get traded? Like, you do realize if you trade your good ideas with people who have shit ideas, you just traded shit. You know, what the fuck are you looking to trade?
But then, I know, but then I feel bad because I feel like I'm judging all of them because they sound a certain
You
way.
feel?
Because there could be a diamond in
Maybe
the
they
rough,
are a
and
certain
I'm not.
way. That makes them
I'm
sound
not
like
giving.
that.
Yeah, maybe it's up to them.
Look at your fucking eyebrows, bro. Look at your fucking eyebrows, okay, Sasha? Just take a look at your PTR. You think that these people have the problem? Look at your lips. Look at your lips. Look at your eyebrows.
Food that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stage, stains become a warning. Because I will want to set my mind in motion. Hey, if I put my real PTR up here with my stupid mustache, I look just as equally dumb.
You look Asian.
So, okay, wait, Sasha, let's break down that, I set my will in motion. Like, say it again one more time. Let's break it down. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm an honest guy. I did cheat. I had to bring it up because I'm old now. I can't remember it. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
What did you say? You cheated?
I cheated. Yeah, in my 20s and 30s, I could have recited this no problem, but I had to bring it up. So here it is. And so should I go sentence by sentence?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Anybody have a complaint? I don't have a complaint with that sentence.
You cheated on your wife, on your girlfriend at this time?
Oh God, Abby, you're come on. We're actually trying to talk about stuff here. Not being silly. It is by the juice of Safu that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stain. The stains become a warning. Okay, so let's break that down. If I will only set my mind in motion, meaning there's an intention to do something with the brain, like it's a meditation. I'm going to be engaging in some higher order thinking. I'm setting my mind in motion. It's by the juice of Safu that thoughts acquire speed. So he's taking a drug. So he's taking.
So he's taking speed.
Yeah, he's taking speed. So it's like I'm taking the speed, and the lips acquire stains. So that's like it's basically like you can see that they've taken this drug, and the stains become a warning. It means don't fucking OD. Don't do too much. If you don't, like you have to titrate properly, do your dose correctly, and then end with it is by will alone I set my mind in motion. So this is the when the mentats take the juice of Safu, this is their mantra that they recite to kind of get them dialed in, right? So there's a ritualistic aspect to their completely rationalist endeavor, which is neat. I never thought about it that way, but apparently it is so. Unless Alan, who I forgot his last name, his last clubhouse name, annoyance. Edmund, yes, Edmund, yeah. Edmund.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, for the most part. But I would just comment that the word will is a capital will. So that's the universal design or the it's a little bit like a Gnosticism in a way, because what you're trying to do is merge the universal will with your will, and then they're using the drug to carry out the universal will. And the mentats are like living human computers. But then the ending about the stain on the lips is a warning, meaning shut the fuck up. Will and action mean shut the fuck up. Like stop talking, stop chirping, go fly and do. Go and do.
I didn't know that the will was capital W will.
Yeah, that's
W will is that's the universe.
That's the universe. That's the universe's will, or the desire of the universe.
This Butlerian jihad is very interesting. It's very so for those of you who don't know, the Butlerian jihad is basically in the Dune universe. They outlaw artificial intelligence because it became an existential threat that they had to battle against computers. And you have a lot of other sci-fi. There's a sci-fi canon, a lot of other novels warn about this. And now we're at the precipice. At least we're led to believe that we are.
Yeah, it's all stupid. It's all so stupid.
It's all bullshit. I actually don't know the singularity of possible.
It's the same scam as wanting to go to Mars when we're already on a spaceship flying 30 million miles per hour through the fucking universe.
Yeah, but the scam going to Mars is plans within plans. So, to use another Dune metaphor, plans.
Isn't it just the best movie ever? Or best book ever, I guess? Because
yeah, I'm bad at reading, so I enjoyed it when I read it, but I lost my attention after the age of 18 or 20.
Actually, I think it's a better movie than a book, because there's
the Lynch's fucking version, I think is much better than Villeneuve, but neither here nor there. I still enjoy.
So, which character from the movie do you think? Isn't everybody technically trying to become the Mahdi? Isn't that like what's happening. People are constantly trying to synthesize, Paul Atreides.
In the book, there are accounts of people taking the water of life, which is the bile from the newborn worm, because that's prophesied. That's gonna. It kills all the men that have taken it, but the one man is prophesied. The one man that can take it, becomes like the Kwisatz Haderach, the universal super being.
So wait, what would you analog to the Kwisatz Haderach? Is it just Mashiach, Messiah?
The Kwisatz Haderach is kind of gross from my sensibility, because it's Gnosticism. Like you use the word Gnosticism. It's kind of like that, or it's also like transhumanism, but without like the robotic aspect or the interventional aspect. It's kind of just man wanting to become a god. Because the Kwisatz Haderach is